Graham Stephans recently came out with a video titled Millennials Are Ruining the Economy. And the key takeaways from the video are that millennials are earning less money in comparison to other generations, and in response to that, they need to spend less and save more. Now, the interesting takeaway is the latter, saving more. So, why are millennials saving more money if they're currently earning less than previous generations? For right now, we're going to back pocket that thought, and I highly recommend watching the rest of Graham's video because it brings up some interesting points on the future of our economy. The link to the video, as well as everything else I'll mention later on, like the articles or data, will be provided in the description of this video. Next is an article by Derek Thompson, a staff writer for The Atlantic, who makes the statement, "Millennials didn't kill the economy killed millennials." One of the most interesting takeaways from this article was that home ownership rates have decreased since the boomers and Generation Xers. Directly from the article, Derek Thompson says, Fed economists found that depressed rate of home ownership among millennials was entirely about income and affordability. Young boomers and young Gen Xers made significantly more money at a similar point in their life cycle. Now, what is most important from that statement is that millennials aren't purchasing homes due to income and affordability, or rather, the amount of household income and the cost of purchasing and owning a home. Now, normally household income is the combination of both parties' income. When pulling numbers for the household income comparisons, I found it most advantageous to use the median data. The reason being is because the median household income is less affected by the outliers like the mean and average would be. It's essentially a more honest and true number to what Americans are earning. And when I saw the numbers, I wasn't taken by surprise, but I was definitely shocked by what I saw. In 2018, the median household income was $63,179, while in 1980, the median household income was $17,710. However, adjusted for inflation, that number would be closer to $51,000 in today's dollars. And looking at it on the surface level, it would seem Americans nowadays are better off than Americans in the 1980s. And technically, yes, we are earning 22.61% more per year compared to people in the 1980s. But then why are millennials not buying houses if they're technically earning more money than previous generations? And to answer that question, we need to look at the second part of the statement we made earlier, which was how much do homes cost now compared to the 1980s? So this data was taken from the U.S. Census website, and it displays the median cost of purchasing a home. I pulled the data from the months of 1980 and 2018 and averaged out the median cost for the year by adding up every month's median cost and then dividing the number by 12. In 1980, the average median household cost was $64,708 in today's dollars. Now, for the year of 2018, over the time span of 38 months, or 38 years rather, the average median cost to purchase a home rose to $351,733. Now that's more than a $7,500 increase every year. From 1980 to 2018, the cost to purchase a home rose 443.57%. Now, to put that into perspective, let's bring back the percentage increase in household income from the same time span, which was 22.61%. So even though Americans nowadays are earning more than in 1980, they're pretty much paying astronomical numbers more to purchase and own a home. So going to the takeaway in Graham Stephans' video of how millennials are saving more compared to previous generations, the reason they're saving more is because they need to save if they ever want to own a home. Now, another interesting number that has risen over the years has been tuition for higher education from the National Center of Educational Statistics. They say between 2006 to 2007 and 2016 to 2017, prices for undergraduate tuition, fees, rooms, and board at public institutions rose 31%, and prices at private nonprofit institutions rose 24% after adjusting for inflation. So not only do millennials have to worry about an absurd increase in cost to purchase a home, but they also have more liabilities in the form of student loans. Now, a 22.61% increase in household income over a 38-year period is ridiculous, and it doesn't allow for people today to spend as much compared to previous generations. So, why are millennials not buying houses? Because they're too busy not spending money and trying to save enough to put a 20% down payment on a home. And that 20% down payment on a median priced home nowadays would be a little over $70,000. $70,000 is more than it would cost to buy a home outright in 1980.